Hello everyone, nice to meet you again in learning English vocabulary with me. And for the first word we learn in today, the word stampede. Okay, stampede. It is verb and you can see the phonic. You need to straight the second syllable. Pede. Okay, stampede. Okay, stampede. Now let's see the definition of the word stampede. When animals or people stampede, it means they all move quickly in the same direction, often because they are frightened. They are frightened, right? Okay. So we have an example how we use the word stampede like this. A herd of stampeding elephants. Through this sentence, you understand, right? For these elephants was being frightened, and they are running, right? They were running in the same direction. For the distance was very close, so led to several elephants fell over on the ground, and all the elephants was stampeding on these elephants. Yeah. And we have the second example how we use the word stampede like this. A huge bunch of kids came stampeding down the corridor. Okay, in here I want to explain the meaning of the word corridor for you. Corridor, it is a long passage to lead, right, from the doors to the rooms. Okay, so in this sentence we understand that there are many kids, right? Yeah, and for the kids, they are running. Yeah, they are running. And they are staying in the second floor or the third floor, right? They are running down to the ground. And for the distance is very close. Yes. So that's why we use this sentence to say a huge bunch of kids came stampeding down the corridor. Yeah. And for the next sentence, how we use the word stampede. Stampede. Okay, stampede. The cattle started to stampede as if they could sense the danger. Cattle are animals, right? They eat grass, and we feed them for meat or meal, and also to carry the heavy thing for us, right? Okay. The cattle started to stampede as if they could sense the danger. Yeah, for this cattle, right? They felt the danger, right? Yeah, they felt dangerous. Yeah, so that's why they started to run, and because they stay so closely, right? So that's why they stampede on each other while running. Okay, and for the next word we have learned the word restrict. It is verb, right? And you see, this phonic, we need to stress the second syllable. Strict, okay, restrict. As you should not pronounce restricts, it is wrong. You should pronounce restricts, okay. And for the meaning of the word restrict, it means to limit the size, amount, or range of something. Yeah. And we have an example how we use the word restrict like this. Speed is restricted to 30 miles per hour in towns. So through this sentence, you understand if you are driving the car, right? And you come into the town areas, you need to hinder the car's speed under 30 miles per hour. It means the maximum of the speed is 30 miles per hour, and you cannot drive with the speed which is higher than this limited speed. Okay. And for the second example, how we use the word restrict like this. We restrict the number of students per class to 10. So it means, right, for each class, just have maximum 10 students to learn. Yeah. And next example, how we use the word restrict. Having small children tends to restrict your freedom. Do you agree with this sentence? So for me, I absolutely agree. Even though for right now, right, I haven't had children, but through listening stories from other people, right, and they say about their life, how it changed after having the children. So I agree with this saying. Yeah, I think that you are. Yes, you are still free, but you do not have much free time to do your hobbies. I think so, because you need to spend your time to take care of the children, right? Because with small children, they cannot protect themselves, they cannot take care by themselves. So that's why, as a parents, right, that you need to take care of your children. So I think, you do not have much free time, right? If you have small children, but I think you can find out your happiness in taking care of your children. Yeah, and it is a priceless, right, to have the children. Okay, and for the next words we study, yeah, we learn the word protest. It is verb, right? And for this word, you can pronounce protest or protest, okay, or protest. But for me, I prefer pronouncing protest. Actually, I get you to pronouncing a protest when I started learning English. You also can pronounce protest. It is okay. And for this question, you need to stress the second syllable. Test, test, protest. Okay. And let's see the meaning of this word. Protest. Protest, it means to say or do something to show that you disagree with something or think it is bad, especially publicly. We have an example how we use the word protest. There's no Jew protesting. I won't change my mind. Or you can read again this sentence. There is no Jew protesting. I will not change my mind. I think we can use this sentence, right? In the case if you are discussing with your colleagues, right, to find out the solution to handle one problem, right? And as you have one solution, yeah, to handle this problem, and you already expressed to your colleagues. But for your colleagues, they do not agree with your solution, yeah, and they explain for you why they do not agree, yeah. But you are so decisive, right? And you will not change your mind. So that's why you say, there's no Jew protesting. I won't change my mind. It means that you will keep your mind, right? Keep your solution to handle this problem. And I think you just can use this sentence to say, if you are a leader of that group. If you are not, you cannot use this sentence to say, right? Other people will hate you. Okay, and for the next sentence, how we use the word protest. Students took to the streets to protest against the decision. So, in my opinion, I think for the school, right, has new one regulation, and for almost students did not agree with this new regulation. So that's why the students they gathered, right, and they went on the streets to protest against the new regulation of the school, the decision that for the student, right, they cannot come to the class so late, right? If for the student they come to the class later than 15 minutes, and for the teacher will consider they are absent of their class, and it is ridiculous, right? So that's why the students they did not agree with this decision, yeah, and they went to the streets to protest against the decision of the school. And now I want to ask you, in the case if your school or your universities have this kind of regulation, how do you think about this? So please show your opinion in the comments box. And for the final examples, how we use the word protest like this. Many people protested over the tax increase. Many people protested over the tax increase. So for these people, right, who are doing business, they have the store to sell books or to sell flowers and sell all those electronic devices, right? And because the government, right, increased the tax, so it means for these people, they will reduce the profits, right? With the current tax, right? They can earn a lot of profits, but with the new tax, the government increase, right? They will lose their profits. So that's why they do not agree, and many people protested over the tax increase. And for me, I also do the same like these people. Yet now I am doing on business, and the government increase the tax. Of course, I will protest because, anyways, right? I want to earn a lot of profits as possible as. Okay, and thanks for watching my videos of learning vocabularies, and see you in next video.